Good morning, everybody. It is a warm last of February day. We woke up this morning, it's 42 degrees. Things are really going to change here, but then sounds like the forecast gets cold again. So it was a very windy morning this morning. I was hoping to log this morning. This is a Saturday, and I actually have a sleigh ride this afternoon that I think we'll be able to do even with the warmer weather. But I wanted to log this morning, but it was just way too windy early. It's not quite so bad right at the moment, but I decided I better not do that. But I am down here on my log landing, getting some of my logs piled up. Now, I had 2 days ago, I jumped in my Kubota skid steer to pile up logs, and something was wrong. So I actually am going to start this up. I'll let you guys hear it. Maybe get some great ideas as to what's wrong with this thing. So let me get started up and warmed up a little bit, and then I'll let you guys hear it. So we got it running. It starts up and runs fine at an idle. As you can hear, everything sounds perfectly fine. But then when I went to turn up the throttle, listen to what happens. Last night, just to make sure it wasn't an odd thing, I started up again and it rattled. And this morning, I'm not hearing it like rattle. So what in the world is going on? That is really strange. So yesterday, where the fan is, there's a hydraulic motor that runs the fan, and that's where all the rattling was taking place. And for some crazy reason, it's not happening anymore. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. So yesterday morning I came down because from the night before and the day before that wasn't working, so I had my landing all full of logs. So I came down with my one skid steer. So I have 3 skid steers, guys. I've got a old New Holland 450. I've got a 160 New Holland, which is the one that's over there, which is a pretty darn nice machine still. And then last summer, or this past last summer, I bought this Kubota. And that should be a really good machine. It's not that old. It looks kind of rough, but it's not that old. So the Kubota wasn't working. So I knew I had to take it to the shop and find out what was going on. It sounded like something had broken. It was really rattling in there. So yesterday morning I brought down my small skid steer, which does not start very good in the cold. And I knew I wouldn't be able to leave it down here. Actually, take that back. So yesterday morning I went to get the 160, which was the machine right there, and I was going to bring that down and clean up my landing and leave it down here, and I had a flat tire. So as you saw, I fixed the tire and we're down here with that now. I decided not to bring the 450 because that one does not start good in the cold, so I didn't want to leave it down here. But I had to come down yesterday morning to clean up my logs because I was all plugged up. So I brought that down, cleaned all my logs up, and then came back down again yesterday. And yesterday I was able to skid all these logs out here on the landing. I'm not totally plugged up, but I'm plugged up enough, so I needed to get it cleaned up. With this warmer weather coming in, I thought maybe we'd get down so it'd be kind of bad on my landing. So I decided I better come down first thing this morning with the 160 and get it cleaned up. So that's what I'm doing. And so now I go and try my Kubota again just to show you guys what's happening. And it sounds totally normal. So I don't know what in the world's going on. I'm happy, but why? I'm gonna turn the volume up one more time. It's just as smooth and quiet as can be. The hydraulic motor that's in there was just rattling something terrible yesterday. And now it's not doing anything. I don't know what's going on, guys, but everything seems completely normal. So I don't know. I'm gonna get my New Holland out of the way and jump on the Kubota and see if we can make it work. Yesterday I cut up my logs as the day progressed, but I see I have one hitch right here, this basswood and this maple, that I did not cut up. So I'm just gonna have to throw that over the pile, leave that out of our way, and when I get back down here with my chainsaw I can cut them up. I see there's a few more over there that aren't cut up also, but we can still make it work to get most of the stuff off the landing. But now it seems like I have 3 skid steers working, where yesterday I only had one first thing in the morning because I had the Kubota was down and the New Holland, one of them, New Hollands, had a flat tire. So it's crazy. It seems like some days I have 3 machines and I don't need all 3, and then the next day I have 3 machines and I can't even have one of them operating. So that's where it goes sometimes, guys. So let's get these logs cleaned up and see if that Kubota really does work. Well guys, I got everything cleaned up that could be cleaned up. Those pieces there still need to be cut. But now that the Kubota is working, doesn't matter, because we can come in next week and hopefully the Kubota will continue working. I don't know if maybe there's a chunk of ice somewhere. I don't know. It's a piece of stick that gets stuck in there somewhere to make it vibrate. But I don't know. It's working fine now. So I'm mighty thankful for that. And generally, I like to say with a machine, it breaks down, it costs you a lot of money, it takes a lot of time to get it fixed and all that good stuff. And with horses, so often they just heal themselves. Well, that Kubota must be half horse because it just seemed to have healed itself. So I don't know. But anyways, you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. So let's go back a couple days ago when the skid steer broke down. And at that time, Abby was willing to come down with the drone and do a little drone footage until, of course, the drone got caught in a tree.
Hey everybody, we're down at the log job.
It wasn't recording?
No. We're having a rough time. And the drone is up in the tree. We're trying to get it down. The horses are watching. The poor thing is just like dying up there. Oh, that was close. Now what's he gonna do?
Make a snowball.
So here I thought I could get the skid steer up closer and put the forks up in the air and climb up onto the forks and maybe get the drone, but it was vibrating so bad, I don't know if you heard it, that I decided I'm just gonna go try to shoot something at it to get it down instead.
Good luck with that. Almost. That was very close. Hon, this, you don't think so? It's gonna be smaller.
Ooh, close, probably.
Um,
Doesn't it seem like it should be long enough?
For it to die? I finally did.
no, she means that.
No, you got another, you 6 feet longer.
What if we fling this one down?
And spring it up?
Yeah.
That's possible.
Oh, you got it!
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, all's well that ends well. We had some problems, but everything turned out good. Have a great day.